Hello, my fine furry friends. Welcome to our nice little series. This series, we are going to talk about friends with benefits versus just fucking. Today, we're going to talk about friends with benefits. So get you that water that you know you ain't drank, take them vitamins with that water, and come back. We'll talk to you in a second. Welcome back, my fine furry friends. Touched on in the update, fully confirmed in the intro. Today we are talking about friends with benefits. Now, if you remember last season, I said I had one. Worked out great. Still friends, we're great. But it worked out great because of these couple of reasons. One, we were genuinely friends prior to this even being a thing. We both took that relationship very seriously and knew going into this that regardless of anything and everything, that the friendship itself would be protected. So that's one. Two, we were very honest with each other if things started to progress in feelings, if things started to regress in feelings, and if we would do little check-ins, like, you good, you good where you at, you like what we're doing, you know what this is. We kind of made sure we're doing like that nice regular check-in. And I'm going through this kind of quickly because we're going to go back and talk about each one. And in my opinion, 3, because we understood from the jump that we actually were physically attracted to one another and what that could look like. Calling myself out here, I was told that they were attracted to me. I knew I was attracted to them, but I can't let them know that, or other people. But when faced with reality, I had to pop myself out of the Lululand. Just admit what it was. So, those 3 things. We were genuinely friends. We protected and kept our friendship extremely important. That's one. We were honest with each other and truly thought about what it was going to look like if we, started to feel a certain way or stuff was starting to change. And we were honest with one another about how we, for physically attracted to one another around the start of the conversation. So that is how I believe it worked out well without any issues or anything like that. But what I've come to realize when we talk about friends with benefits, a lot of the times we don't want to name it for what it is, and we aren't fully clear on what it is either. So we're going to talk about all that, how I think a successful friends with benefits relationship works, and how to really know the difference between what a friends with benefits is and, say, I don't know, just somebody. So first, let's talk about what a friends with benefits relationship is. In my opinion, we're taking that dramatic pause to remind you, in my opinion, friends with benefits is truly what it is, a friendship that has come to the consensus that there is going to be some physical, interaction that comes with that as well. So you're friends. So you're doing regular friendship stuff. So before, if you were friends before and y'all used to go to the movies and still go out to eat and all that extra type of stuff, that's still your friendship. Y'all fucking afterwards. That's the benefit. Sadly, I do think just fucking and friends with benefits has one thing that is in tightly together, and they both have to exist. This one thing has to exist in both of them. You have to be able to compartmentalize very well, and I mean very, very well. Telling on myself, I can compartmentalize because of trauma. Anybody can. A lot of people will tell you, and Google will tell you as well. Compartmentalization is a trauma response. It is. Disassociation is a trauma response, and I feel like you have to be able to. The two, if you truly want to have a real successful friends with benefits relationship. That's why I also say I don't per se agree with them unless both people are able to do it. Which is sad to say, but people have to have a certain level of trauma to be able to successfully, in my opinion, do a friends with benefits relationship. Because what you don't want eventually is someone being like, well, I thought we were supposed to be in game and I loved you. And then you're sitting there like, I mean, friend, we was just friends. Like, I don't understand. And now you sitting there looking confused and they sitting there looking angry. And now you lost a friend because you couldn't keep your pants on. Which, come on, y'all. Whoever's watching this should be an adult. And if you're not an adult, get out of grown folk conversation and do non-grown folk things. But in relationships, we're looking for so much of what I believe is a compatibility or a connection that we will try to make that up some type of way. And if you have a friend already, you kind of think it's a cheat code, not realizing that you're searching for something different. You're looking for a type of companionship that you know you can't get from that you may not be able to get from that friend, and then you're saying it's a love or failure. So you have to be 1000% honest with not just the person that your friends benefits with, but yourself. Can I handle this? Can I truly just, be the friend and be okay if, this doesn't work out, or if, we just don't, it's just not right for us? Will I be okay either having the possibility to lose that friendship, because you have to keep that as a thought process? Is this a friendship that you think you can lose and you can handle losing? You have to keep the thought process of, hey, if this does work out and we don't end up being together, will I be able to look at this person the same? Will I be able to support their new relationships? Will I be able to support their journey, their highs, their lows, their successes, their failures? Will I really be able to do things that I said I'm going to be able to do as a friend? If you know you can't handle truly being a friend, if this works out or if it doesn't, don't do this shit. Don't do this shit. Because it's not, this isn't a cautionary tale of like, this is the things that happen when you lose friends. That's not what this is. This is a realistic look at what it is to be somebody's friends of benefit. So I know for me and the recent one I just had, we genuinely want to see what's best for one another. They were telling me about a situation they were going through, and I had to take off the benefits hat and put on the straight friends hat and be like, yo, my guy, you fucking up. Like, something's not hitting right. Like, you gotta be honest with this, you gotta be honest with that. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for that? Can you try this? Can you try that? Is this working out? Is this not working out? How is this plan gonna look? Do you maybe try this? I had to truly just at that moment be a friend. Was I in the space where we in that moment, where we in that environment of friends and benefits? Yes. But I tried to take off the benefit and be like, okay, now I have to be the friend. And that's it. It doesn't matter how what he's got going on affects me or not. I have to sit in this friendship of, I respect you. I'm here to talk through this with you. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm here to understand. I'm not judging anything of you. I just want to get a feel of how you are and what you see. So you have to be able to do that. And then maybe 20 minutes later, we're back to the benefit. Can you do that? Can you go through this roller coaster and be like, woo, loving it? Can you do that? If you can't, or if you think you can't, or if you think you can, you don't need to do it. You have to know. Fortunately, I know because of what I've been through in the past. Because of cheating on relationships, because of just fucking somebody, because of being used in a friends with benefits scenario, because of having had a friends with benefits scenario that did not work out. Like, I know now what needs to happen on my end to ensure the success of something. And again, that's just my end. I can't know what dude gonna do. I don't know how he's gonna feel if he's not honest with me. But I know I can put forth the expectation of honesty. I can put forth the expectation of reciprocity. But if that's not what he wants to do, it's grown ass man. Hell, he older than me. As is most people I talk to. Like, they older than me. I can't do that. I can't make you do something you don't want to do. But what we can do, my fine furry friends, is be in control of us and how we feel and what we allow. If you are not ready to possibly be that number 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever number you are, let that shit go. Let that shit ride. Like, he fine. He gonna be fine to look at. She bad. She can be bad to look at. Like, from a distance. And let them go through what they gotta go through. Because a friends with benefits scenario can be very, beneficial. You also walk that fine line of stuff getting hella comfortable and neither one of y'all realizing that it's happening. And I can honestly say one time it creeped up on me, and I was talking to Sarah about this, and we're gonna talk about this more later on in the series, of when I started to realize oh, this friend's benefits might be getting a little real. I maybe actually wanting to be with dude. This may be a problem. And even then I didn't stop it. I just kind of let the comfort be. And then in one instance that worked out, in one instance I did not. We're gonna talk about those a little later. But to go back and recap and wrap this ditty up, because I know you don't come here for the long content all the time. Sometimes. Not all the time. To wrap this ditty up, be honest with yourself first and foremost. Truly be a friend to this person and know what it means to be that friend and put on that hat first. Be honest with that person about checking in, seeing what's going on and how you feel, and truly actually be physically attracted to this person, because sometimes we just be doing stuff to scratch the itch or doing the itch or doing it for the plot. Don't do it. Your sexual health and wellness, not for the plot. There are a lot. Again, I said this in the update. I'm Sagittarius. I truly believe in doing some stuff for the plot. What I don't believe in being the plot, my physical, mental, or spiritual health. That's not for the plot. That's for my family, and I need that to actually, work. But we'll talk about just next week. Please understand that life is not a dress rehearsal. You only have about long, so do the things that you love. Speaking of love, we love you. We wish you love. We wish you happiness, but above all else, we wish you what? Peace. Bye, guys.